Untitled Chaps and Chapettes. Have you ever wanted to take mankind to the stars with your own evil corporations like the Blue Suns or Wayland Yutani? Well, in this game, you won't be evil, but you'll be taking mankind to infinity and beyond and the final frontier. This is Ganymede, a 2 to 4 player quick playing game where you'll have a company and you'll be collecting colonists from every walk of life and sending them out into space in this big space race. Well, it's a small space race. In this video, I'm going to show you how to play this game, so buckle up tight and get ready for an adventure. Each player will collect a player board. This board keeps a record of everything that your company does. It will keep track of your colonists, whether they be on Earth, Mars or Ganymede. It will house the tiles and cards that you'll be drafting. It will remind you of the 3 different actions that you can do on your turn, and most importantly, it will keep track of the reputation of your company. To do this, you start off with very little reputation and you place the white cube on the far left space. In the middle of the table, you'll take all the recruitment tiles. You'll pick out the 4 starting recruitment tiles. These are easy to find because they will let you recruit 1 meeple of a colour and also draw a shuttle card. Place these 4 tiles out in a line in the middle of the table. The remaining tiles are shuffled and placed in a stack face down. Next to that, you'll take the Earth cards. You'll give them a shuffle and then place out 4 cards face up. These cards will take your recruits from Earth to Mars. Next to that, you'll take the Mars deck and shuffle them and again place out 4 cards. These cards take your colonists from Mars to Ganymede. Finally, you'll take the shuttle cards, place out 3 and also deal 4 to each player. These cards will take your colonists from Ganymede to beyond the stars and win you victory points. Players will choose 2 of these cards and place them face down on the 2 ports on Ganymede. The remaining cards are placed and shuffled back into the shuttle deck. Once all players have chosen, you reveal your cards to everybody and you're almost ready to go. Lastly, you're gonna need some colonists. There are 4 different types of colonists. In a 2-player game, you will place out 7 of each colour in the reserve. In a 3-player game, it will be 10, and in a 4-player game, there will be 13. Now, you're ready to start that space race to beyond the stars. The object of the game is to simply have the most points at the end of the game. You'll get points for the height of your reputation, and you'll also get points for each of the shuttles that you've managed to ship off from Ganymede. You'll also get a point for each meeple already loaded onto a shuttle on Ganymede. You're then going to need to choose your start player, whoever that may be. First one to raise their hand, maybe. You'll need to remember who that start player is because in the game, every player is going to have the same amount of turns. The game end will be determined by either a player shipping off their 4th shuttle from Ganymede or when the Earth deck or the Mars deck is empty. And then play, as I said, will continue back up to the start player. So every player has had the same amount of turns. On a player's turn, they can do one of 3 actions. The first action is they can take a recruitment tile. You add this tile to an empty space on your player board. These tiles give you a choice of a colonist that you can place on Earth. For instance here, you can recruit a purple or a red. Some tiles have special abilities like the ability to shuttle or gain a reputation point. Then you immediately refill the pool with a new tile. You'll notice that these recruitment tiles have these different coloured symbols in the top left hand corner. What do? Well, let's say on a future turn you take another recruitment tile and it has the same coloured symbol in the corner as one you have already on your board. Any matching symbols will double the effect of the newly taken tile. So in this case, you can recruit either 2 red meeple or 2 blue meeple or one of each. Even special actions can be doubled as well. The same will happen if you take a third tile and it has the same coloured symbol as the 2 you have on your board. This means it will triple the action or the recruitment. There are only 3 spaces on your board for these recruitment tiles, so if you choose another one and you have nowhere for it to go, you will have to throw away one of the tiles and replace it with this new tile. Any discarded tiles are placed on the side to form a discard pile, and if you ever run out of tiles, you'll use this discard pile to create a new pile. The second action you can possibly do is take an Earth card or a Mars card. Taking an Earth card will shuttle your colonists from Earth to Mars. Taking a Mars card will shuttle your colonists from Mars to one of the 2 ports on Ganymede. But with the Mars cards, you don't necessarily have to place them on the same port. You can split them up if you wish. So before you take an Earth or Mars card, you need to make sure that you have the correct number and color colonists on the correct planet of the card that you're going to take. So if I was to take this Earth card, I would need to have 2 purple colonists on Earth, which I do. So I can move these 2 purple colonists on to Mars. But there is a problem here, because each planet, Earth and Mars, has a maximum number of colonists that can be on that planet. If ever you were to add colonists to Earth or Mars, and the number that you add goes over the 6 or the 5 amount, unfortunately, your new colonist that you've just added or just moved will be lost in space. The cards that you take are added to the bottom of your board. You'll place these cards in the matching coloured symbol zone. Some of the cards at the bottom have a special action that you can perform when you collect this card. In this case, gain a reputation point, or recruit a meeple of any colour that you want, or shuttle a meeple from any of the planets. As with the tiles, you'll get to multiply powers. So let's say I pick up a second red symbol card, I add it here. This effect gets doubled, so I can shuttle 2 colonists to 2 other planets. And the more cards you add to a column, the more times you can perform that action. So in this case, I can change 3 colonists to any color that I want. If you ever get a set of all the different colored symbols, you'll automatically be able to take off one of your shuttles from Ganymede. You can also activate this power when you fill up your reputation track. The shuttle doesn't have to be filled up to its capacity. So for this shuttle, you'll need 3 meeples of the same color, and for this one, you'll need 1 meeple of each color. So whether the shuttle has its prerequisite of crew or it's been just told to take off because you've activated a special power, you remove this card to the side of your board and place all of the meeples back into the reserve. When one of your shuttle cards leaves Ganymede, it may have a special action that it can perform, like a recruitment of any color meeple, or it may gain you a point of reputation, or it may allow you to move a colonist twice. Some cards require 1 less passenger before it can be shuttled off into the beyond. You'll get to take a shuttle card of your choice and add it to your hand, and any cards taken are always replaced. And then you'll choose one of the shuttle cards from your hand and add it to one of the ports on Ganymede. If you ever go to draw a shuttle card but you already have 4 in your hand, you do not draw a shuttle card. 4 is the maximum amount of cards you may have. You cannot discard a card to draw another card. You must keep these cards at all time. And the third possible action you could perform is to discard recruitment tiles. For each tile you discard from your tableau, you'll be able to perform a special action. There are 5 to choose from. The first is recruit on Earth a colonist of your choosing. The second is to shuttle a colonist from any of the planets and moons. Yes, you can even move between the 2 ports on Ganymede. The third is transform a colonist into any other colonist that you wish. The fourth is gain a reputation point. And lastly, you can collect another shuttle card. Special actions can also be performed when your reputation cube stops on one of these cog icons. Stopping on one of these will allow you to perform any of those 5 special actions. And play will go around the table, each player performing one of the 3 actions until the prerequisite of 4 shuttles have been shuttled off by some player, which would signal the end of the game. The game will also end if there are no more cards in the Earth or Mars deck. This is when you will total up the scores. You'll score points for your shuttle cards, however they're marked. Some have special scoring, like they might give you a point for each of the colonists that you have shuttled within the game, or for your collection of recruitment tiles, or your Mars and Earth cards, or even double or triple your reputation point score. You'll then score points for wherever your reputation tracker is. And finally, you'll get 1 point per colonist that is still stuck on a shuttle on Ganymede waiting to go into the Big Blue. The player with the most points is then deemed the winner, and you shall forever call him Dave. 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 So there you go, that is how you play Ganymede. If you have any questions about the rules, write them in the comments below and I will answer them as soon as humanly possible. So thank you very much for watching. I hope that you found this video informative and it's pointed you in the direction whether this is a game for you. If you've liked this video, give it a like. If you know someone that might like this game, share this video with them. And if you want to check out everything that I've been up to, you can go to boardgameseverybodyshould.com and check out everything that I've been up to. Yes, I've said that. So I've probably said this already. Thank you very much for watching, and I will say ciao for now, and remember to please play nice with each other and don't hide chest busters in people's food. Just sitting at the table next to Felicia would be quite nice. Wouldn't it be good? I got some board games, I don't